Hello, Huskies back again with more franchise mode content in NHL 18. I've mentioned it for a while now, but we're finally getting the video up today on Wednesday. I had time to create a couple teams. This will be the step one in our fantasy draft GM mode. Now, I'm still working out the kinks as to how I want to go about giving roster challenges to myself based on votes from the comments. There were a couple that were toyed around, like requiring a limit on age, maybe a position breakdown. I can't draft a certain nationality till this round. Stuff like that. We'll worry about that in a couple of days. I want to get the team picked out. Now, my initial thought and idea was to do 3 teams and have you vote on the 3 teams. But after spending about an hour and a half on each team, I decided to go with 2. So we're going to do a quick little rundown of both teams in this video. This shouldn't be a very long video. I'm going to be quick to the point. There's going to be a vote link, a straw poll in the comments for which team you'd want to see. Obviously, the aesthetics of the team don't make too much of an impact because you really only see them in my GM modes when we hit a Game 7 or a Stanley Cup or something like that. Now, I'd kind of toyed with the idea of playing a game here and there just to kind of show off the work that I put into creating the teams. But I'm not sold on that. But still, the visuals of the team when I create them are immense to me. I love creating teams. I had a bit of a design block, so I modeled this first team after the current hockey jerseys I wear with my travel inline hockey team. And then the next team is a bit of a mashup of a current color scheme with a nice throwback. So like I said, there will be a vote link, a poll link in the comments, and I might put a poll in the video, but I think I'm going to just concentrate everything to the straw poll. Always description. But let's do a quick rundown of Team 1, the Minneapolis Huskies. Yes, I know Huskies are in the name because I love the Husky logo in this game. It's clean, it's nice, the color palette works. Let's hop into the details. The team is from Minneapolis, Minnesota, because I feel like Minnesota deserves to have an NHL franchise. 3M Arena is actually the arena where the Minnesota Golden Gophers play their college hockey. It's got a different name. It's something rink at 3M Arena. There's no professional ice hockey rink in Minneapolis, so I just took that one. You can kind of see a glimpse of what the color scheme is. We'll do a more in-depth dive into that here. The colors that my hockey team goes with are actually the blue, black, and pink, where blue is the primary. I feel, but I like the black as the primary. My color schemes are usually black and a color, and I really need to get away from that. Like, I love the combination of purple and black, but this time I went with black, light blue, and pink. We have the 2 different versions of the Huskies, just in case the jerseys didn't work out. And then I have a Minnesota logo. I'm pretty sure that's Minnesota. I'm going to do a quick little Google check to make sure that is Minnesota. Yeah, that's Minnesota. Just making sure. I know the duck isn't a Husky, but it's a cool little logo. The states that don't have a hockey team got a logo and the custom logo. But on to my most important aspect of any team, the jerseys. I thought the logo looked good. These are about as close to my actual jerseys as I can get. I think they're pretty nice. The home jersey is obviously black primary with hints of pink and light blue. I went back and forth on the pants, decided on these though. The socks are pretty basic. The away is just a white version with black shoulders pretty much. I love the 2-tone sleeves. Again, I'm not huge on like overly complicated designs. I like to keep it minimalistic. I like to just don't need to throw a whole lot at you. And then the alternate, I really didn't get too funky with it. I kept the I guess I should say I got a little funky with it as comparison to this. There's more pink and there's a lot less white. This is more color swapped, and then the blue socks. I made blue socks. I don't remember the blue socks, but I'm digging the blue socks. These are a little out there. Obviously, alternates, you're not really gonna see them, and I just wanted to use that logo. I don't think. I mean, the arenas. You can pretty much see the arena from like the background. This is just a quick little look around the arena. Oh god, the frame rate on that is so bad. Can I see the... Really? I can't see the... Alright. There's a Jumbotron up there. But I can't go any higher or look up. Oh, there it is. Hey, there's the Jumbotron. It's pretty large. I like it. I kept the post red because, well, you're supposed to. I think I have a black board trim. These controls are funky. I do have a black board trim. Oh, let's not make everybody dizzy. It's an aesthetically pleasing arena. I know the pink kind of gets a bad rap because if you play ESHL, neon colors are everywhere. And I like the pink matches with certain colors, but that's pretty much all I have to show on this team. Again, these are pretty much just they're visuals. I don't have a mascot because there's no Husky mascot. But let's go check out the other team that I created, the Seattle Whales. Now, right off the start, I know what you're gonna think. I thought the same thing, but I was an hour into this when I thought of it. Wait a minute, that's just Vancouver. You're not entirely wrong. It is definitely very, very similar to Vancouver's color scheme. I used a bit more of a secondary color, and it's a bit more of a teal than the straight up green that Vancouver uses. But again, it is Vancouver's main color. But I love the combination of the colors. I wanted to avoid doing... It's also very similar to the Seattle Thunderbirds of the WHL. But again, I just love the color scheme, and I wanted to do Seattle since we're getting a hockey team in Seattle sooner than later. Pretty, again, basic. Tacoma Dome is where the Seattle Supersonics played basketball before they went to Oklahoma City, and it just got renovated back in 2018. So it would be the primary location for a hockey team, I believe. Aside from that, play-by-name is Whalers because Wales isn't a thing. But you'll see why it's the Whalers. Kind of, I mean, the third logo kind of gives it away. But these are our two logos, the three colors. Obviously, you can kind of tell what the colors are from the jersey hint. But as for the team uniform, we got the Homes, nice little two-tone sock. Again, very basic, big stripes. Like I like to keep it simple. The away is just a white version, the white helmet, white socks. Again, very basic. And then the piece de resistance. The hope that I don't want this to sway the votes, but I feel like it might. But the Hartford Whalers alternate. It's not nearly as green as the video is showing it as. It's much more tame on my TV. Looking at my recording, it looks a little bright. It's not 100% accurate to the 1992 Hartford Whalers. The sleeves, where it goes from the wrist to the elbow, should be white before the blue stripe. But I don't have a logo. I don't have a jersey template that does that, and also has the full two-color like chest where it goes from underneath the Whalers logo from green to white. I just finished this team at 9:30 in the morning. I started it at 7:45. That was all jersey customization. Like this Hartford jersey took forever. But aside from that, it's pretty much spot on. Very minimal. Only the big Whaler logo in the front, and obviously the helmet stuff because of modern day helmets. But no logos on the pants. I hid the logo on the back of the jersey. So I'm hoping that doesn't sway the votes, but I feel like it might. And I'm not going to do a fly around for this arena. You can see the arena from the background. So pretty much those are our two teams that I'm gonna have you vote from. It is going to either be the Minneapolis Huskies. I kind of want to go Minnesota now. The Minnesota Huskies. I think Minneapolis sounds better though. between the Minneapolis Huskies and the Seattle Whales. Pay no attention to the rosters. They're just filled with random free agents so that I don't get dupes when I do the GM mode. But yeah, as always, straw poll in the description. Comments for any critiques on the jersey that you want me to pick, anything you would change. Again, I know that the visuals don't really matter in a simulated mode, but they matter to me. And I like having you see what team you're picking and kind of just be able to experience everything as a whole. And whatever team you don't, or whatever team you pick, the second one, this might be the 32 team expansion draft, and then I'll do the fantasy draft if I can. I'll have to play around with it. But I would like to use the losing team as the AHL team, either for this or the 31st team. Either way, both teams are going to be just. I'm losing myself trying to end the video. Vote in the straw poll for what you want to see our team. We'll end it with that. And as always, thank you for watching. And sometime early next week, we'll get settled on some fantasy draft rules.